It's 823, a spectacular sight you can only see in Central Florida.
This is called Climbing to the Moon, and it happens just once a month at Ponce Inlet. And that is where David Martin is this morning. He's joining us with the details from high above the sky. Good morning, David.
Yeah, it's Climb to the Moon on the Ponce Inlet Lighthouse, which is where we're standing right now. Several feet in the air, of course. Look at this view. The Atlantic Ocean, gorgeous. The sun's not out here this morning. That's okay. We don't need a sun every day. It's beautiful up here regardless. Let me show you a wide shot of where we are, thanks to our friend Chris in the Sat Truck. Good morning, Mr. Swanson. Hello, everybody. This is us up here in the lighthouse, way up in the air. How high exactly? Well, we've got the expert, Lighthouse Mary, joining us live. Good morning, Mary. How are you?
Good morning, David. Good. How are you?
So how high are we?
We are 175 feet.
And how many steps did we climb to get up here?
203.
Okay, 203 feet. And we are up here to showcase a program, an event they have up here every month called Climb to the Moon. And as we're talking about it, Mary will show some video of last month's event that we went to and attended. What is Climb to the Moon?
Climb to the Moon is a most popular fundraising event. It's limited to 25 guests. You must make reservations ahead of time. They get a guided tour from our lighthouse keepers. They climb the tower. We have a sparkling beverage on top, as well as some hors d'oeuvres provided by Inlet Harbor Restaurant.
Very nice. And uniquely here, once a month, we do this because the sun sets and the moon rises on the same evening.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool. And people bring their cameras up here, don't they?
Yes, everyone gets all kinds of pictures. It's definitely a photo op moment.
And if they're lucky and it's open, which it is once a month, the Lantern Room is never open to the public, but only for the Climb to the Moon event.
Yes, it's a very special evening. They get to climb another 10 steps, and they get to look at the lens in the Lantern Room. The tour guides do tell about the Fresnel lens and the history of it.
Fascinating. I gotta tell you guys, at home, they're already sold out for the one tomorrow night, the one in May, the one in June. So we're here to tell you, if you want to do this very popular event, you can start making your reservations for July and August, right?
Yes.
July is July 3rd, and they have two moon rises in August, August 1st and August
31st.
August 31st. So the next three that you can come out and see are in July and August. We highly recommend. Here's the website if you want to do this. It's ponceinlet.org. $25 for non-members, $20 for members. And look, Mary Clancy, we love it up here. What's the reaction when you see the sunset and the moon rise? What do people say?
Oh, it's amazing. You know, the colors and the pinks and the sky. It's just gorgeous. And then you get the moonrise on the other side over the horizon.
Yeah.
It's great.
I will tell you guys, in the next hour, we're going to bring a photographer up here and teach you how to take proper pictures of the sunset and the moonrise. There is a right way and a wrong way. We'll bring him up here live. Back to you guys. Thank you, Mary.
Thanks.
I don't want to spoil it, but a big part of that is don't look directly into the sun.
Yes.
I don't mean to steal his thunder.
Guys, you were great. Yeah.
See you, David. It's a patriotic song, but one school wants to change.
All right, 9:24 right now. It is an awesome way to see the moon rise and the sunset.
That's right. David Martin is climbing the moon this morning. He is live at Ponce Inlet Lighthouse. Good morning, David. It is such a beautiful view up there.
How high is that?
It really is. It's a good question. It's 175 feet high, 203 steps up the center of the lighthouse. It's good exercise, too. Just don't climb on your toes because your calves will burn the rest of the day. Once a month, they bring people up here in groups of 25. And they do that once a month. Well, you can climb anytime, but they bring groups up to take pictures and video of the sun setting and the moon rising at the same time, because that happens once a month. They're sold out for this now through May and June, and they're now taking reservations for July and August. So July and August, they are taking reservations. Now, when you get up here, you bring your cameras, you bring your video phones, and whatever you got. And you've seen some pretty bad pictures of the moon and the sun, right? You try to take good pictures, but it's not always a success. This guy right here, he knows how to do it. Good morning, Mark Dickinson. How are you?
Good morning. Great, sir.
You see a lot of people try it, and they fail, obviously, right?
That is correct. It does happen. You fail.
Okay, now I want to show the audience real quick your samples. Here's a picture of the sunset taken from a very expensive camera, right?
Right.
You can accomplish the same thing with an inexpensive camera if you know the settings. Let's take a look at the picture now of the sunset with a cheaper camera, a $300 camera. All right, also with the moonrise, let's take a picture of the moon with a very expensive camera. A gorgeous shot. And then here's a moon shot with an inexpensive camera. And the key, according to Mark Dickinson, is settings. Keep it basic for us because a lot of us are idiots behind the camera. That would be me. So you turn your camera on. Show us the $300 camera you got here. You know, a lot of us have these little cheapy things. And I mean, look, they're nice toys, but compared to this thing you got, my lord. What's very important to have setting-wise on this camera?
With both the moon and the sunset, you definitely want to be shooting on manual. That way you don't have an overexposed shot, especially when you're looking directly at the sun or the moon. It's a bright object in the sky, so that's one of the things that that is really going to be a problem, is exposure.
So take it out of dummy or automatic mode. All right, if we put it in manual, what are 3 most important things we should remember?
Your ISO.
ISO.
Yep. Aperture. And your exposure.
Okay, give us the numbers real quick.
Okay. On a sunset, you're going to have you want to have a low ISO, high exposure, and moderate to medium f-stop.
And for the moon?
And you're going to have a lunar rule, which is f11, and you're going to be low ISO, and then also low shutter, which is a ISO 100, 200, or exposure 200.
Now, a lot of you didn't get that. That's okay. He's willing to take your emails and phone calls. You can get a hold of Mark at markdickinsonphotography.com. Very talented.
Thanks, sir.
All right, there you are. Top of the Ponce Inlet Lighthouse. It's great taking pictures up here. So come make your reservations at ponceinlet.org. Back to you guys. Thank you,
It
sir.
looks beautiful. Thank you, David.
Yeah, those
Absolutely
pictures
gorgeous.
were amazing.
They really were. A lot
All
of
right.
talent there.
Too high.
Are you planning a big Easter dinner celebration this weekend?